Ruffle Feathers TV, it's your boy Phoenix, and I'm here to talk to you today. Y'all seen the title, don't play with me. We owe Kanye an apology. Me, you, them. We owe Kanye an apology, man. I mean, all the way back from even when he snatched the mic from Taylor Swift and said Beyonce had the biggest album, biggest video of it, and you still rewarded it to Taylor. Like, think of the action it took to stand up on national TV during a live broadcast and say what was really on your mind. Can you believe that? That's actually crazy to do. And we looked at him like he was wrong. He was absolutely correct to do that. Now, I don't have the clip, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure y'all know about the clip when Kanye West was on MTV. Everybody was talking about voting, and he said, George Bush does not care about black people. Y'all wasn't ready for that. He said that on air. And I forgot the white dude looked at him and was like, bro, he's been known for speaking the truth unapologetically. And we owe Kanye an apology. When he was on Drink Champs, and Drink Champs took his whole interview down because they got scared. They got pressured. Kanye was still talking the talk. He said, I burned $1 billion to take off my chain. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to go through some of these Kanye clips, man, because over time, I've been like, look at Donald Trump. Look at the Donald Trump situation. He was repping Donald Trump before anybody else, and now everybody after him is repping Donald Trump. Ain't that crazy? Like, Kanye been right about a lot of things. The people who run Hollywood and from the damage that they are trying to put upon the people that is rapping and how they control everybody. Like, from what he said with what was happening with Drake to what was happening with the people. He said, I went from Jesus Walk to you're such a fucking, oh man, I'm not supposed to be cussing. But let's watch that one. I think I did pull up that clip. I tried to find all of them that I could, but let's. He said, I've been canceled before they had cancel culture. That's facts. But Kanye, yeah. We owe you an apology, man. I know y'all might not like Kanye for these things, but even the music is like the music is just timeless, bro. It's just timeless music. I can't lie to you, but let's check out what he said.
We don't make Kobe's legacy be about one torn ligament, and my legacy ain't about, oh, he got mental health. That just come with the level of sport I'm playing at. What you talking about? People's trying to sun me left and right. Strategize. I've been canceled. Right. I've been canceled before they had cancel culture. I was canceled before they had the term.
Do you care about any of that?
I do. I care about everything. Mm-hmm. We don't make Kobe's legacy be.
That was a great answer. He said, I care about everything. Look, if he just shut up and stopped thinking he knows everything. Look, this dude a clown. Best answer. Correct me if I'm wrong. After his mom passed, he went cuckoo. They called him cuckoo. But y'all remember now, it was when he was with Kim Kardashian and he said that Jewish dude who managed and all that stuff was texting Kanye talking about, I'll put you in the hospital again and you'll really lose your mind and you won't never be able to see your kids. Threatening. He talking about his family and his kids, and there's an interview with him saying that. Now, this ain't gonna be a bashing of Jewish people. You know what I mean? I love everybody. You know, I don't think all Jewish people are bad. You know, despite I know that's what Kanye at one point in time was saying, and that's probably why he went too far with it. Agreed. And when I say he was right about everything, that's not the part of I was talking about. He was right. I'm talking about the believing in yourself part. He was right about that. He was right about believing in yourself and doing what he do and not letting in the hip hop culture and what they was trying to promote in it. Like, he was right about a lot of this.
This is something that Zayn denounced that I know for a fact. The game Angry Birds has a motion like this. And if you remember, girls are just not known for playing a lot of video games. This game was popular with girls. It was a scientific calculation that this set off a certain dopamine specifically in the female mind. What else go like this?
Tinder. What else?
Instagram. So the funny thing is the people that control that, rappers be talking about, I got your bitch. Instagram got your bitch. Mm-hmm. Instagram got your bitch. Like, I'm sorry, I know my Christian scorecard just went down for using a profane piece of language. This is something that Zayn denounced that I know.
So he got that Jesus is King on his shirt, and he talking about the right stuff, like how they got us. Look, Kanye is speaking truth, but also being deceptive by wearing 33 and promoting it. Well, that was just the age I believe Jesus was when all this stuff happened and all that. Like, yeah, So maybe he's tripping on that. But I mean, we can go to old Kanye. I'm just bringing up stuff. He cries over not having real friends. He actually, in this picture, he was crying, talking about abortion, talking about how the number one killer for black babies is abortion. Like, bruh, he was the only, like, when this was happening, of the everybody I knew talking, he was the only one talking about this, crying about it. You know how far ahead Kanye is to be able to defy mainstream media, defy the powers that be that's over you and rebel against them and be able to change that. Like, yo, we are going to miss Kanye. We gonna miss him when he go, like, we are going to miss Kanye. And I'm doing this for the record. I'm telling you, Kanye he will go down as one of the smartest, richest, talented, forward-thinking, oh my gosh. I mean, you talking about music. You talking about music, rapping and producing. You talking about fashion. I feel like he did something else and it's not popping up right now because I could have swore it was 3 things that he done. But maybe it was boom, boom, boom. Maybe that was a 3 because I did name 3. Okay, whatever. But yo, I'm telling you, Kanye is special, yo. And not like crazy. We call him crazy because he speak the truth and don't care about the repercussions. And to somebody, we would look at that as crazy. Think of that. We all in jail, but this dude speaking the truth, willing to get beat. He's willing to get thrown in solitary. He's willing to get his food taken away from him, but he's willing to speak. And while we are all afraid to get our simple rights and things that they are giving us, we scared to get those taken away and sacrifice, but he is. And we're calling him crazy for the bravery, for the pride that he actually has, the courage to do so, to show us, hey, I'm going to fight for us if y'all not, but let's go.
People act out and do things because they're lacking the love and lacking the feeling and lacking the family, environment, like the need to be around the friends and the energy. Like, for instance, it's like Don C just is like not around as much, and the people that were around or starting to make money just didn't care about me as much as Don C did, because we like moving, like Kanye West was like an entity, like a money making machine or something, and you get into that situation and you don't have people that are continuously looking out for your best interests at all costs and making sure, because I even had people that was with me at TMZ that could have stopped it. They could have stopped it. They could have said like, yo, this is going too far. Right. That people act out, it's just allowing, these things to happen. So I believe that the downfall of Kanye West is directly related to Don C not being around.
Wow.
And because at the very beginning of my career, right when I was blowing up and Manop was managing me, because Manop manages me now again, we rebuilding, what I can do, and it's a new, speaking third person, it's a new Kanye West that you're going to see that's going to be better because of this mental health situation. It's going to be better because of this TMZ situation. And Don is actually, he's icing it down right now because I just told him I need him to be there for me so shit like this don't happen to me. It's just allowing, because it's,
now I got to return to her.
Damn. See, and what I see from that is, I feel like every artist will go through this point at some point where they realize, damn, I'm no longer with the people I came up with. And now these people around me, I can no longer trust them because they are not looking out for my best interest within the mental health. I think the mental health was the awakening for Kanye. Like a lot of people get to this mental health state where he's at and they're not able to articulate how they feel, but that's his job and that's what he do for real. He can articulate himself through fashion, articulate himself through producing, and articulate himself through lyrics. You see what I'm saying? He's the trinity of articulation. He can do this. He can articulate it, but other people might just be a performer. They not writing it. They not producing it, and they have no other way to get it off. He has a lot of ways to get off his image and what he's trying to express himself. Like, this is the pinnacle of that, I would say, of somebody who can actually express themselves, and that is Kanye. And them saying he has mental health, I think they're telling him, yay, you got a mental health problem. But I don't think, now that I'm growing up and I'm realizing more things, I've had an awakening and I've realized it's not mental health. It's actually common sense. It's actually right there in front of you, and you're just calling out the BS now. When you start calling out the BS, everybody calls you crazy. When you start going against the grain and going against the norm, everybody calls you crazy. But everybody's normal isn't the same. Like I said, normal is just a title. That's an expectation. Normal is a religion. I would tell you, being normal is a religion. Like, if I think a certain way, what you think is normal is not going to apply to me because I don't believe how you believe. You see what I'm saying? I don't believe how you believe. So when you say normal, that's not going to be my normal. My normal is abnormal, and it might be even above, your thinking. So you might look at that as crazy when it's not actually crazy. It's just my normal. I don't see how y'all can do A and B and get to C. You know what I mean? Like, but the way y'all do that is just boom, boom. And it's like, yo, for me to go to A to B to C, I have 1,000 questions in between these letters. I see a bunch of problems between A to B to C. Y'all can just go A, B, and C and say, well, that's how things goes, and never question it. But that's not how it works in Ye's brain. And I'm learning and growing. Like, hold on, question everything. Don't let them get away with anything. Question everything that's happening. Every answer they give you, question it. Find out for yourself, is that accurate? Is that correct? Are they lying to me? Or are they just telling me to, saying anything to get out their face? That's what I'm getting at with Kanye. Like, bro, he's not crazy. Everything, like, I'm just clicking random Kanye things. Like, watch. He's not crazy. I remember this speech.
Nothing in life is promised except death. If you had the opportunity to play this game of life, you need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate their moment until it's past. Nothing in life is promised except.
And I think at the end of that, he said, a lot of people will wonder what I would do if I didn't win this award. I guess we'll never know. That's what he said. That was a bar. I mean, just genius. Like,
Pierce, how much money are you worth?
Not as much as you, sadly.
Exactly. So take my advice. Maybe you'll get richer.
I would love to take your business advice.
Why would I listen to you?
Well, why do you hear what my advice is?
La. You don't hold accountability to my pain. You're being a Karen. Pierce,
Look, Pierce, like, come on.
How much money?
Said you being a Karen. But was that not honest? Piers is a white man, wherever. Kanye is a black dude from there, and different talents. One's love news and journalism and broadcasting, but one is producing, performing, rapping, designing, running. Like, bro, he's like, maybe you should listen to me. Like, that's what I look at some people that always think they right. I got to look at them and say, just, have you ever considered being wrong? Like, has it ever crossed your mind? Like, hold on. What if I'm wrong? I used to be somebody to be like, oh, that person fake, you fake, you wrong, you doing this. It's not my fault and all that. But I said, hold on. What if I'm actually the problem? What if it's me? And that blew my whole mind when I thought of that, when I actually had that realization. Hold on. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm actually the wrong one? What if everybody else around me is not wrong? And it never crossed my mind. I was like, yo, this is crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's an awakening. I'm going to keep using that word, but bruh, I mean, take $1 billion to burn off my chain. And then you look at all these years later, and then he's in South Korea. South Korea. You ain't got 5 artists that can go to South Korea right now and do what Kanye did. I'm sorry, can't do it. Have them all saying fuck Adidas to the point where he probably put such a dent in Adidas' pocket by doing this that they said, all right, let's just walk away. You do you, I do me. You don't mention me no more. Kanye is a genius. He's predicted this. He had all these people saying fuck Adidas. Sorry for cussing. No stage, a dirt field. A dirt field. A dirt field. Knock it off.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh. Do you know how loud they have to scream and how the participation has to be all in sync, all together in order to pull that off? Oh my gosh, dog. No. And he could do that with about 20 more songs. You see what I'm saying? 20 more songs. 20 more songs he can do that with. Yeah. Mic check. All right, just checking the mic. Sorry, I was yelling at y'all. But bro, this is crazy. And this what got me started. Oh, hold on.
I was Ye, and then they started making more Ye's. Watch this. Ye is like this encompassing thing of fashion, bars, beats, production, videos, this. And then what happened is you get Rocky dressing better than me, Tyler making better videos, Drake, more records, Virgil, higher position in fashion, and J. Cole, more backpack, Kendrick, better bars and stuff. So I literally had to go like Thanos, and I don't want to have to be the villain. But when I went and did the Donda thing, Ye returned. And everybody had to sit back and watch the real leader.
Sorry to say, but that Donda, listen, I don't know where you was. I don't know where you was at. But when that nigga was showing up in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, sleeping in the stadium, paying like $50,000 a day, something crazy number like that, a day just to stay there, sleep in there and make his music and finish the album in Mercedes-Benz Stadium while building the set. When I tell you it was the most iconic, revolutionary thing that I know I missed out on, and I don't know why. And I could have definitely been there and got tickets and seen it for myself. But see, Kanye, at the time, my mental state was, he's kind of crazy. He's losing it. He's talking crazy. He doing, man, when I tell you, bro, it just takes time for it to catch up, man. Like the Donald Trump stuff, the Donda. If you go listen to Donda now and go look at how he even presented it and brought it out, he raised the bar on everything. If you said you was the best or you think you the best, you have to outthink Kanye. That's just how it is. How you drop music, how you present the music, how you release the music, every single thing, dog. Like, was everything Kanye do is monumental. I don't care what nobody says. Monumental, bro. Monumental, bro. So much thought and creativity and diabolical genius type shit. Like, no. Drop, boom, nigga. Yeah, I'm telling you. Look, he is saying he was once at the top of everything and now someone's better than him and all those things, and he had to make a comeback and get into the spotlight. Basically, yeah. Basically, people, Man, folks took Kanye with the auto-tune and all that and ran with it. Come on, Kanye created more Kanyes, if I was to disagree with anything in that statement he said. But yeah, Future created a lot of Futures. Drake, I don't know if he created a lot of Drakes, you know what I mean? Because Drake just, I don't know. I can't say he created a lot of Drakes because there's not too much people, I would say, sound exactly like Drake. It's more so Drake is the one who goes and uses their style. You know what I mean? Like he'll use other people's style and all that stuff. So he's good at that because I can't say Drake, you know what I mean? There's only, Drake's style is Drake's style, but what Drake also does really well is use other people's styles. He just does. I mean, he just does, and he does it good. So, but Kanye has Kanye, you know what I mean? You can tell who listened to Kanye and who derived from Kanye. I can't tell you who derived from Drake. I can't do that. And that's probably why he's so good. But yeah,
Yeah, please. It's my birthday on the last one.
Let him go. Let him go.
It's possible, feu
We
candidat.
call you, yeah.
Feu
But
candidat.
my thing, y'all have photos all today.
Yeah.
At a certain point, we human beings, she in Paris, we want to chill.
Yeah.
Can y'all give us
I think he with Bianca at this time. And he just hopping out like, yo, we trying to chill, bro. Can you chill? You know, the titanium grill should tell you, like, we trying to chill. Like, I'm telling you, bro. I don't think the mental health thing is a big issue like they try to make it out to be with Kanye. I don't think the mental health thing is he definitely has a delusional issue, but that same issue and delusion turned into a superpower to where it's not delusion. Because if you watch his old documentaries and all that, he telling you everything about who he said he was going to be, how he was going to do it and all that. Do you understand that delusion at that age? And then from 20, 30 years later to be where he is, it's like either he's a prophet or his delusion is a superpower. It got to be one of them. He's delivered so much truth to the fact that he even called himself Ye. And drop the Yeezys, the Yeezus. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's scary, but damn, if we not watching something crazy with Kanye right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was on the other side of the fence. Like, that nigga's crazy. He's crazy. But now, I'm like, that nigga is amazingly right. I mean, ahead of our time. Whatever Kanye's putting in Bitcoin and stocks, I need to know because I'm putting all my money wherever he putting his money.
I always tell people college is a choice. High school is a necessity, but college is a choice. A lot of times people go to school because it's what their parents want them to do. They're chasing someone else's dream. People go to school and they're spending $8,000, $10,000 a year, $15,000, and they have no idea what they want. Just stop. Just stop. Wait a second before you sign all those loans, before you put yourself in debt for the rest of your life and say, what do I want to do with my life? Sometimes you just need a couple years after high school just to get yourself together. You need plumbers, you need electricians. There's a lot of people that make the same thing or more than people with college degrees. And ultimately, it's about being happy, having a happy life, raising your family. I feel like the key to life is family itself. So if you can provide for your family and be happy, then that's all you need.
Bruh, what? That's young Kanye. That's college dropout Kanye. Who said be a college dropout before Kanye? Answer that question for me. I got to rant for a second. Who told y'all to be a college dropout before Kanye? And why was that album so hard? And that man just said family is like, I preach this. This is what I preach to people. I'm telling you, you can have all the cars, the clothes, the money, the house. Bro, where's your family? And if you got that and you're not taking care of your family, you're not tucking your son in at night. Why is that jumping? But yeah, if you're not taking care of your family, you're not seeing them. Like, bro, you are worthless. Not worthless. I'm taking a little far there. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, if I had a son somewhere and I couldn't see him every day, my son is like 15 feet away from me right now. And it's 12, 17. I'm letting him stay up and play the VR because he wants to. It's Christmas break and I know I would want to. So I'm letting him do it. As long as he's competing, I'm good with it. Hold on, what's happening here? What's happening here? Why is it happening? Gotta chill. But yeah, you gotta be with your family, man. You gotta be there to raise them. You gotta put that principles in them. You gotta, like, family is ultimately the best thing, you know, next to God and family, man. Like, and you be able to do what you want. It ain't about being like having a no family or a broken, disrupted, corrupt family and having all the money. Like, it's just not worth it. I want to get all the money so I can move all my family on one block and big house and we have our own city type stuff. I feel like that's how the world should work. Every family should have their own city. That would be great. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that would be absolutely cool. Like, oh, we at the beat, we in Beatty, West Virginia. This is where all the Beatties at. They all live together close by. Wouldn't be no break-ins, wouldn't be no robbery, no killing, no murder. And if it do happen, we call that domestic family violence, dog. This happening y'all where it's your family killing each other. You know what I mean? But now you mixing everything, this with that, and that with this and all that. Like, yo, life could be so much more simple. So much more simple if we all just, you know what I mean? Family. I'm big on family. So Kanye is absolutely right with that. Let's go back to it because I don't know what's happening with my thing. And let's go. Not to mention, he looking like he having the most fun he ever had with this choir. When it was his time, this was a monumental time, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen, if you got to go to one of these, man, you ever had to watch when he was doing this Sunday service choir stuff, bro, and the culture wasn't with him all the way, man. Like, we should have been behind Kanye on this, man. Like, literally, we should have all been behind tuning in. 2 million people watching every Sunday type stuff. Like, he was doing like a new church, just vibes and feeling, like no preaching, just, you know, it was God in the presence and we all celebrating and worshiping. Like, nah, this type of stuff give me chills, along with, like, this give me chills. Chills, man.
D-box. On time, every time, always there, said you'll never leave us nor forsake us, so we stand, on your word, brought us out of darkness into your light, by your power, we're set free, when 2 or 3 are gathered, you're there, in the midst, thank you, Lord, so glad we know our souls anchored, every single day you're worthy, to you we give the glory, 'cause our souls anchored, when we think back where we started, we can't help but lift our hands up.
Kanye West works for God.
Can you lend me $1 million?
I really don't care if I'm making y'all watch this. Y'all get this with me, man. Come on.
I need to talk to my wife.
That's for sure. His love will never fade. He's sovereign, and that's for sure. He
reigns for eternity.
No other love.
No other love compares to his love is true, yeah. The living word, let him guide the way. He'll restore your soul and home is where his love is. All you have to do is trust the living word, let him guide the way. He'll restore your soul and home is where his love is.
All right, that might be enough. But man, I don't know what happened with the church, man. Because I tell you what, it is a lot of hypocrisy when it comes to the church. And I hope that ain't what drove him away, man. Because it do just be some like they might have tried to put it on him, man. And he just been like, what? He seen the real side and seen how some of these folks be acting. He be like, y'all corrupting church too. This ain't even how it's supposed to be. This ain't what I came for, man. But it's crazy. It happens.
Hey yo, 2 words, Chi-Town, Southside, worldwide, cause I rep that till I fucking die. 1 neck, 2 chains, 1 waist, 2 gas, 1 wall, 20 plaques, dudes pay, give me that. I am limelight, blueprint, 5 mics, go get his rhyme like, should've been signed twice. Most imitated, Grammy nominated, hotel accommodated, cheerleader prom dated, barbershop player hated, mom and pop bootlegged it. Felt like it rained till the roof caved in. But 2 words, Chi-Town raised me crazy. So I live by 2 words, fuck you, pay me. Screaming, Jesus, save me. You know how the game be, I can't let them change me. Cause on Judgment Day, you gon' blame me. Look.
He's always had God in him. Like literally Jesus Walks. That's probably the first Kanye song y'all ever heard. Literally Jesus Walks, man. And they done took him from that. All like he said, from you're such a, oh, I love it. Like it took him all the way there, man. This is crazy.
I heard you say with your pastor that you felt like you were making devil's music.
Yeah, cause you're such a fucking, oh, I love it. I went from Jesus Walks to you're such a fucking hoe, I love it. Mm-hmm. Oh, I bet you the devil was happy on that day. And where that record went straight to what? Number 1, quick. We want to spend all of our money on foreigns. We want to spend all our money on luxury as opposed to going and buying some land. America is for sale. And there's a lot of barren land. Disney bought a lot of it in Florida. But the culture has you focused so much on fucking somebody bitch and pulling up in a foreign and rapping about things that could get you locked up and then saying you about prison reform. Like, it's, bro. We brainwashed out here, bro. Come on, man. This is a free man talking. I'll put my life on this interview right.
I heard you say with your...
This is crazy, man. Ain't this crazy? We literally wrote Kanye off. We literally said this man is crazy. Don't listen to him. Get away from him because they told us to. They told us to. Here's something else genius.
Hey, y'all, this Ye. And it's my commercial. And since we spent all the money on the commercial spot, we actually didn't spend any money on the actual commercial. But the idea is I want you to go to Yeezy.com, YEEZY.com, and I'm gonna write it at the bottom of the screen. And I got some shoes, and that's it. Hey, y'all, this Ye. And it's my commercial.
And he ends up, they show how much money he ended up making by making everything 50. Like, yo, the clothes was 50% off. The shoes was 50%. Like, that was just a genius. Like, bro, I'm going to pay for the commercial spot and not even shoot a video. And somebody was like, you know what? This is probably going to go. They let it go through. I'm sure if it was him acting crazy, talking crazy, they'd been like, we're not showing this on the Super Bowl. But somebody watched this and said, this is actually genius. Let's put it on there.
I want my people to rise up like the Jewish people. I'm a competitor. I'm jealous of the Jewish community. I'm jealous of the fact of how they don't abort their babies. I'm jealous of the fact of how they stay with their wives. I'm jealous of the fact of how they do business together. I'm jealous of the fact of how they read their contracts and understand their contracts. I'm jealous of the way Jewish people do business. And I'm jealous not just for me, but for our entire culture. And I believe that once we rise up, that we will have a position to be able to serve God, because it's not about taking over the world. God runs the world. We need to be in service to God, and we all need to be in service to God. So I'm jealous. And you know what? Because when I would speak on the Khaled and Drake record, why I speak on that? Out of jealousy. When I was speaking on Drake, why I speak on that? Out of jealousy. When I'm speaking on the Jewish culture, why I'm speaking on that? Out of jealousy. I'm jealous of the Jewish culture. You know, actually, I just thought of that right now, shit, but it had to happen because it's such a perfect thing. It's basically saying, hey, you know, my people rise up. They did something good. Let's copy what they're doing, and let's rise up.
So why not start with that though, yeah? You know what I mean? Like, why not say Jewish people? We're not trying to offend you.
I want my.
See, I love that he said it. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of this. I'm jealous of that. Like, and he's not saying like I'm literally like in a bad way. I'm jealous in a good way. It's a way to be jealous of somebody in a good way. Like, man, y'all got what I want, and I wish that for my people. I'm just jealous that we don't even have the capacity or the understanding enough to get to where we need to get to because we're so distracted by all the other BS. It's a shame, and it's sad. So it's like, yo, I'm jealous that I look at my people, and I feel like there's nothing I can say or do that I haven't already said and done already, and it's going to help change the outcome because we are so far lost. We lost who we are. We don't know who we are, and the people that's putting that stuff in front of us, we can't even identify. We can't even identify the enemy. That's what I'm jealous of. This race of people can. These type of people, they identify the enemy and they correct it and they work together and they stay together and operate together until they destroy the enemy. It's like if I'm me, my wife, and all that, we can all be in this house arguing. But if an intruder comes, we got one enemy and we all band together no matter what we got going on and we take that enemy out. You see what I'm saying? Like, and he's saying the black culture don't do that. That's what he's saying. Like, we don't have that capacity to understand what we need to do and how we need to do it, dog. Like, and he's jealous of that. He's not jealous. I hate y'all or envy. He not. Jealousy and envy is two different things.
This is something that Zayn denounced.
Yeah, we seen that. We seen that.
It was always like the same thing with Jay or Chicago. They always wanted it to be somebody more gangster. They didn't want it to be Ye. That was with Kim. Maybe she wanted to be a ball player or something. You know, it was like nobody wanted it to be Ye, or you know, with the group of different. They wanted to be somebody that's more controllable. They didn't want it to be Ye, and it's always like this uphill battle. It was always like the same.
A necessary battle. Necessary battle.
Okay. So I'm going to ask as a ground rule that.
Yeah, this is latest deposition.
Deposition from, where is that room?
I'm not going to tell you. You're never going to see me again.
Madam Court Reporter, same thing. Mark the transcript. And who is in the room with you, if anyone?
I'm not dealing with Kanye like that, man. I'm not going to try to defend him, man. Watch that.
For me, as a maverick and a talent and a person that's been, you know, beat, kicked, lost everything, sad to have lost my mind, went from pull myself up by my boots don't have straps on them, but I say pull myself up from my boots to becoming a multi-billionaire that gets the price every year of my net worth goes down every year on Forbes. They just keep on slowly just taking it down every year. It's like really a weird thing. But as a person that has really built something from nothing, when I sit across the table from a Josh Kushner and he just feels so entitled to that idea, and this person has never brought anything of value, and for me as a maverick, of value other than so-called being a good venture capitalist, I have a major issue with that. And it makes me feel like they weren't serving my boy Trump the way we could have, because, you know, Trump wanted nothing but the best for this country. And it doesn't, like, Moses stuttered. And saying God is not always going to bring the most perfect personality. A lot of times the most fake people, their job is talking and making people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, I think of value other than so-called. Let's just, or if someone thinks it's attractive, to each his own. It's actually clinically unhealthy, and for people to promote that, it's demonic. You know.
What can I ask?
Yeah.
I've noticed this also.
Yeah.
Why do you think they would want to promote unhealthiness among the population?
It's a genocide of the black race. They want to kill us in any way they can. Planned Parenthood was made by Margaret Sanger, a known eugenics, with the KKK, and I believe that if we saw ourselves as a people and not a race, then we would treat our people better. Like if you go to a Jewish person and you say a race, it almost gets confusing. They'll cut you off quickly and say, we're not a race, we're a people. Let's just, they come in and they get a piece of it after the fact, and they run around and say they have ownership in it. So as I put on my Instagram, which, you know, luckily for everyone, they could just write it off that, you know, I'm crazy, until they see my disposition in this interview, and then it's going to get scary. I said, hey, Josh, what if I had 10% of Carly Kloss's lingerie, shapewear, swimsuit line, and you have 5% of it, and you didn't know? How would that make you feel? And then after talking to them and really sitting with Jared and sitting with Josh and finding out other pieces of information, I was like, wow, these guys might have really been holding Trump back. They come in and they get, and being very much a handler right then, they love to just look at me or look at Trump like we're so crazy and that they're the businessmen. So when I think about all of these things that Jared, you know, somehow doesn't get enough credit for with his work. And what is it? His work in Israel or his work in Palestine? What is this? You know where he made these peace treaties? Where was that? Do you know the facts on this right here? So I'm like...
Well, I think that was between Israel and some of the Arab nations.
I just think it was to make money. I don't know. Is that too heavy-handed to put on this platform? Well, as an artist, you don't have to give an explanation, but as a leader, you do.
Yes, I think that's right.
So the answer to why I wrote White Lives Matter on a shirt is because they do. It's the obvious thing. Well, as an artist, you don't. And a friend of mine told me that Chris and Kim had called him because he had influence inside of the black community. And had called him to say, to get him to influence people to take the vaccination.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have an opinion on that. I just want to state that as a flat statement. But it was wild that I didn't know how close my own wife was to the Clintons. I didn't know, you know, I didn't realize it at the time.
That you were married?
I really felt like,
Any kind of crazy that Kanye was like, I'm going to run for president. I'm going like, he really said, I got the money. I think I got the influence, and I'm going to try to disrupt the system. Like, who else is able to be in that position to try to do that, you know, and be on this side of things?
I started to really feel this need to express myself on another level when Trump was running for office, and I liked him.
Yes.
And every single person in Hollywood, from my ex-wife to my mother-in-law to my manager at that time to, you know, my so-called friends / handlers around me, told me, like, if I said that I liked Trump, that my career would be over, that my life would be over. They said stuff like people get killed for wearing a hat like that. They threatened my life. They put my life. They basically said that I would be killed for wearing the hat. I had someone call me last night and said anybody wearing a White Lives Matter shirt is going to be green lit, and that means that they're going to beat them up if they wear it. And I'm like, you know, okay, green light me then.
That's actually crazy. The White Life Matter shirt pissed off everybody, made everybody mad. Like, this is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
You want me to?
And I'll wrap it up, man. Let me see what this is.
They can't control you. They can't. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley.
Remember when Shaq said the earth was flat and the next day he had to come on air and apologize?
They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone and let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm appreciative.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right, had to write net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
That's more important than keeping it alive.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And this truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
Dog. Ye was ahead. He's ahead of his time, bro. Like, oh man, what I got from what he's just saying, like when he said Diddy was a Fed. And I had a theory. I said, yo, Diddy was arrested to try to help put Kamala in office because he had all the tapes on people. And that's why you seen all them Diddy party attendees out there trying to advocate for Kamala. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if Diddy get out, be with time served and something else. They get mad. Like, yo, we tried, we used it, this, that. But Diddy was also trying to do a black caucus, like a black political party. And Jay-Z might have been involved in that. And that's why they tried to come in too or something. But I don't know. I'm not just be talking crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's absolutely right, dog. He's talking about like, yo, they know they can't come to him, try to put him in jail, try to get any of these people. These other people are controlled. He's not. Like, yo, this is so... It's incredible. It's magnificent the way Kanye has carried himself, bro. And we just didn't know. Like, we just didn't know. And that's what's scary, man. That's terrifying that we used to look at him like he was absolutely crazy, insane, write him off. And the whole time he was right about all that. Talking about Michael Jordan's dad, talking about his son and his mom. What if he paid for surgery? I'm gonna get you the best surgeon in Hollywood. You know what I mean? And then they give her too much something to where the surgery goes wrong and kills her. And they just say, hey, sorry. She couldn't take it or something like. But what if that was actually orchestrated and Michael Jordan's dad just killed randomly? You know what I mean? Rich black men, powerful black men, dog. That's crazy. And he's talking about sacrifices. So yeah, I'm just telling y'all, man, we owe Kanye an apology. I'm glad this thing is at 52 minutes. It should be 2 hours because I could go over more and more and more and more of Kanye stuff. Like, bro, he was right about so much. And we ignored him and called him crazy. So we got to learn. Lesson learned here, man. Go back. I mean, from Jesus Walks. That was his first one, dog. And then he calls himself Yeezus, yay. And like, bro, God has always been in this man's life. God has always been in this man's life. He's always willing to do the right thing. That's what he said. God got me. I'm God's son, God's people. Those people who out there that's not talking back and can't do what they want to do, they not God's people. They not with God like that. They could be with God, but they don't believe how they should believe as strongly as they should believe. So it's going to be hard. God can only protect you so much, but you got to stay under his umbrella. You can't be playing in the devil's house, hoping that God can just swoop in there and just take you out of every situation with all the temptation that they got going against you and dangling in your face. Kanye don't put himself in them situations. You see what I'm saying? So he's able to beat. They can't put certain dirt on him. They can't control him by doing certain things. Cause he's like, I got so much talent and belief in myself and things that I'm doing. I'm making the money. I'm making the music. I'm making the beats. I'm doing I got my hands and income and so much stuff that where I don't need y'all. Y'all can clip my wings and I can still fly. A lot of people wings can't be clipped and they can still fly. And they are working for God. It's just a rarity. It's not something you see that's common and you see it every day. It is a rarity and it barely happens, So yeah, Kanye is one of them ones, man. So salute to Kanye. Ruffle fellas, I hope y'all watch this and y'all with me, bro. This is a good one, man. And I got to do more about I got to just be honest, man. Honest with myself. But love y'all. I don't know why it's glitching so much. Forgive me on that. But Creative Players, also follow Creative Players, the Creative Players by Phoenix, man. Podcast, new episode dropping on Sunday, and it is amazing. So love y'all, man.